We have 12 days left to deliver on the promises we made to New Mexico citizens.
Well, that clock keeps on ticking up at the Roundhouse. From 2 months, we're now basically down to 2 weeks left in the legislative session to address the most pressing issues in our state. Now, state lawmakers did already pass a public safety package and behavioral health reform plan, and there are plenty of other bills that are getting close to the finish line.
But it seems the juvenile justice reform conversation is essentially over. Griffin Rushton is covering every moment of this session for us, and it's clear, Griffin, Democrats and Republicans have very different ideas on how we need to address juvenile crime.
Yeah, extremely different ideas. We knew teen crime was going to be a major talking point during this session. Bernalillo County District Attorney Sam Bregman says it's the #1 public safety issue in the metro right now. And while Republican lawmakers eagerly carried a bill to increase the consequences for those suspects, Democratic lawmakers pursued their own plan that's more focused on rehabilitation.
This is actually looking to intervene in youth who are going down the wrong path before they get to the point where they're involved in a shooting or a carjacking.
There's a lot of ways to address juvenile crime in New Mexico, and Democratic lawmakers made it clear this year they do not support locking up kids for longer periods of time.
The solution that you're providing here without the data is to just incarcerate them past adulthood. And that's my concern.
It's the main reason Democrats killed a Republican-backed bill to expand the list of crimes where juveniles can be charged as adults. A bill based on Bernalillo County DA Sam Bregman's suggestions and one with general support from the governor.
We keep kicking this crime problem down the road, and we're not doing anything about what New Mexicans want us to do.
Democratic lawmakers did do something, though, approving a bill to expand treatment resources and intervention programs for at-risk youth, as well as foster kids and juvenile crime suspects getting out of the system.
The purpose of this bill is to catch kids before they get to be serious juvenile offenders, and by getting them treatment, by getting them education, by getting them stable housing, whatever it is that they need, then we will set them on the right path to join society.
The proposal also calls for a new pilot program to provide up to $2,000 in housing assistance for well-behaved juvenile suspects after they're released.
I don't consider it a reward to get the services that you need to get your life in order.
I disagree. As a matter of fact, Madam Speaker, and generally, I think we should rename this provision the homicide scholarship.
Republican lawmakers fiercely debated the bill and unsuccessfully tried adding in those extra crimes where juveniles can be charged as adults, arguing some violent teen suspects need time behind bars.
Sometimes the only way that they make their lives better is by being incarcerated, because we're holding them accountable for the decisions that they've made.
The House ultimately approved that expanded resources bill, sending it over to the Senate, where they will now consider it. Now, we asked Speaker of the House Javier Martinez today about the growing concerns that lawmakers are not getting tough enough on juvenile crime this year, and here's what he had to say.
But let me just remind New Mexicans, DAs have the ability to charge most of these crimes as adult crimes, as serious youthful offenders. The burden of proof might be a little higher, but it's within their power to do that now, right? And so for youth that commit those very serious crimes, they can still be held to account under the current system. What we're building in this House and that we've sent to the Senate allows for those young people to become rehabilitated to ensure that our communities are safe.
House Republican leaders say they're going to try to get another version of their bill, Bregman's bill, going over on the Senate side, but without any key Democrats on board, it's not likely it's going to move forward, and that means this is essentially the end of the juvenile justice reform conversation, at least for this session. Tessa, Trevor?